bin Winzer, Winzer aus Leidenschaft. Unsere Weine können viele Geschichten erzählen. Geschichten über uns, unser Land, unsere Heimat, die schönsten Momente des Jahres. Urschrei, Kopfstand und Co. haben viel erlebt und können viel erzählen. Wir wagen ständig neue Wege, nur das Beste bleibt. Unsere Reben wachsen in Freiheit. Sie werden im Winter nicht zurückgeschnitten. Sie entscheiden selbst über Ertrag und somit auch über die Qualität. Sie danken es mit wesentlich kleineren Beeren, die sehr, sehr gut schmecken. Konsequent verzichten wir im Weinberg auf chemisch-synthetische Pflanzen, Schutz- und mineralische Düngemittel. Jegliche Gentechnik ist tabu. Wir machen Wein für Menschen, die die Freude am Leben, die Freude am Guten mit uns teilen. Zum Wohl!
It's just a picture from the street before our winery, and it shows what we do. My sister is the graphical designer, and I said, Katharina, well, do something great. Feel free, and I look what ideas you have. And she did a bottle with all the wines coming out. And on the top, that's my Primus cream, the Urschrei. And here in Germany, it's the red wine that is sold most. Yeah, that's it. Here you can see where we are located. We are in Rheinhessen. That's the biggest wine growing region in Germany. And the region goes along the River Rhine. We're on the left-hand side of the River Rhine. And there we are just in the middle. It's not signed in. Yeah.
What city are you next to when you're looking at this map here?
It's Mainz on the top.
Okay, great.
And on the right-hand side of Mainz, that's Frankfurt.
Okay. How far away from Frankfurt are you?
It's about 40 minutes with car.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, I just wrote some facts. Actually, we have 23 hectares and produce about 220,000 bottles a year. Actually, in comparison, we are a small boutique winery, and Riesling and Dornfelder are our most important grapes. And doing organic actually was the first thing I did when I thought about entering the family growing estate. And that was more than 70 years ago. And that was a big step for me, doing that. It was very important because during that time, I was just in the beginning of the wine growing studies. And I did a lot of practical terms during that, much more than studying, because to me it was much much more important to see how the people did it. And I was in a very big winery in Austria doing organic since nearly every time. So they were one of the first wineries doing organic. And my father said, go there. They can't do anything. They're cheating. And well, I did so. I looked and it was fantastic. And I came home and said, Father, let's convert. And he said, no way, you're joking. And I said, well, I know everything, we can do it. We did, he trusted me. I knew nothing when I look back on not much, but we did it. And it functioned. Yeah. One of the first German wineries doing that. And our aim was always doing good wines. There are a lot of others who are happy when the vineyards are flowering, when it's green and colorful. Actually, that's okay. I also like that, but wine also has to taste good. And that's the purpose of us.
Yeah.
That's me and my beautiful wife. Normally, she should also be here, but our youngest son has fever.
Oh.
And yeah, they're upstairs. That are my children. That's our family. Yeah. At the moment, they are all homeschooling. School is locked down since, I think, 2 months now. And well, it's hard work, believe me, it's hard work. That's my father in the vineyards outside. He's in charge for doing all work outside. He enjoys driving tractor and looking how everything's getting green and processing. Yeah. At the moment, he's also outside, and that's my father and my mother. My mother, she's here in home office, doing phone calls and so on. So we are a family-owned business, and we have only one employee helping us, and that's important for the quality, because we have the quality in our own hand, and we can do everything or nearly everything by ourselves. It's a picture in the summer of one of our vineyards. You see it's growing very wild. You also saw that in the video. And that's one point that makes us very unique, because we don't prune the vines in winter anymore. We started doing that together with converting to organic, but we did this winter pruning in the whole winery no more since more than 10 years now. And so the other colleagues, they always say it looks like a jungle, so it's very wild. We have a lot of leaves, a lot of photosynthesis, and very small berries that are very tasty and are healthy until the harvest. It's just an impression. That's a picture during harvest time. although we are in a cool climate, we also start pruning. We start picking the grapes in the night, because often during the harvest time the temperature is absolutely too high, and that's just an impression. When the sun is growing, in the backside you see that it's a little bit of foggy, and that's great. When you see the sun rising, the fog is there, and it's just a beautiful view. Yeah, that's compost. We had a lot of work in the last weeks, because we brought hundreds of tons into our vineyards. There is one guy doing the compost for the whole year, and in the beginning of the year we would bring the compost back into the vineyards. And it's just very important to get vivid soils. We only have between 350 and 400 liters of rain during the year. Rain is very limited, and we need good soils in order to get good qualities. Yeah, and that's life. It's very important.
Mm-hmm.
It's a picture from small berry grapes, and yeah, it looks good, and you can do very good wines out of it. Yeah, that's pure happiness. My eldest daughter and Elia, our small kid who's just fevering at the moment. And here we get the grapes during harvest time, and yeah, it's a great time of the year. Yeah, it's a view out of our cellar. We do wooden barrels, or we have wooden barrels. We have a lot of barricks. We also have stainless steel tanks, and for every wine type we combine both, or we do it singularly. In the Riesling we only have to use stainless steel in order to preserve the aroma and the freshness. Yeah, and that is how everything could look like.
Hungry.
Yeah, that's it. Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah, cheers.